All right. Now, this next part is going to be basically taking this wheel apart, wire reel. Just kind of warped, we'll have to work on that. I've got an idea that maybe I can use this, the plastic from this 55-gallon drum, as the paddles, and possibly also as the core, because this has a cardboard core in it right now. So we need a better core. And this one kind of got busted. So, yeah, this was actually a little experiment that I did to see how much pressure a 55-gallon plastic drum can hold. Not as much as you would think. I think it busted at about maybe 30 psi, 35, something like that. It didn't hold much pressure. I didn't really think it would. That's why it was way back behind the house, and I was in front of the house when I did the test. So, yeah. Anyway, that is going to be what I'm going to make the paddles out of, and possibly the core. I don't even know yet. First thing, we have to get this apart. It has 9/16 bolts running through it. And have a pair of vice grips on this side. I would like to be able to save these long bolts. I don't know if I'll be able to. Will that work? It's not really that heavy. Okay. Yeah, see, this paper core was not going to work. It would have deteriorated really quick, even just being outside for a little while. It's already starting to fall apart. So we couldn't have that anyway. Wasp nests in here. Okay. Alright, there's 24 paddles going all the way around. Now let's say we go, I could put 8 paddles in, which would be that much space for them. Well, we had a stowaway. He has receded back into his shell. But I'm going to go find him a safe place to stay other than a construction zone here, like what we have right now. There he is. He's coming out. It's not the best focus ever was. You can kind of see him a little bit. What we're going to do though is find him a nice spot where he can just go on his way and live to crawl another day. There you go, buddy. Have a safe journey there. If I can take and make a 1 foot by 1 foot paddle, make like 8 of them, then we can mount those directly on here. Maybe leave a little bit that I can fold up and screw to here. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so what I have here is, this is a floor tile, 1 foot by 1 foot, bendable. I figure 1 foot by 1 foot paddles should work, right? So I can throw a marker on the ground. We'll pick it back up and mark out a 1 foot by 1 foot square. Running out of ink or something. Well, I can kind of see. Why don't we try cutting that out? Alright, so what we're doing, we're going to have about that much gap between each one. So you got 1, 2, and then a paddle. Then you have 1, 2, and a paddle. This one I need to trim the paddle up. 1, 2, paddle right here. I have to trim that one up too. Then you got 1, 2, paddle. And all the way around. Got a bunch more paddles. So I guess I'll work on this for a little while and try to get some paddles in. Alright, you can see I got the core put in, and I had to cut it down a little so that the fins will actually be sticking up enough that they can go into these. Now I'm going to stick the top on it, which it is a little warped. And let's see how we can get this lined up. Alright, so well, what did we do today? Got to start on the actual wheel itself. You can see it behind me here. It's partially put together. The actual wire reel was warped, so only thing I could think of to kind of compress it together. Okay, I used my homemade linear actuator to compress it. Let me show you what I did. Okay, you know, on this side I've got a little piece of metal welded to it, and it's enough where it won't go through. And then over on this side I've of course got my drill hooked up. Both my batteries are dead, so yeah, but I got my drill hooked up, and I got this welded on this side to prevent the this side from going in, and that pulled the whole thing together. And I have the vanes or paddles or whatever you want to call partially screwed in. I'm out of screws too, so got, you know, one here, and we'll have one over here, there, and I'm going to also run some silicone around, and I'm going to have to put a piece in there to seal that up. Anyway, it's coming along. You can see the wheel is still warped a little bit. I'm going to have to figure out how to get that straightened up, but it's not really a big deal, I don't think. As long as it's not sticking out this way, it should be fine. Anyway, I think that's probably going to be about all I'm going to do today. I got to get some more screws, and my batteries have got to charge up, so you know, I've got a little bit done. Got to start on it anyway. But I guess that's going to about do it for the water wheel build so far today. Kind of out of materials. I'm going to have to wait till I get to go to the store, but that'll probably about do it for this video. Appreciate everybody watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one.